Hey there! Did you know Baker's always gives you savings and rewards on top of our lower than low prices? And when you download the Baker's app, you'll enjoy over $500 in savings every week with digital coupons. And don't forget fuel points to help you save up to $1 per gallon at the pump. Want to save even more? With a Boost membership, you'll get double fuel points and free delivery. So shop and save big at Baker's today. Baker's, fresh for everyone. Savings may vary by state. Restrictions apply. See site for details.
Today's episode, we're going to talk with Tati and Red about Darlie Routier and how she may or may not have stabbed her two children in cold blood. Enjoy. Welcome to the Age of Jeremy. My name is Jeremy Quintanilla. I am the founder and CEO of Q Consolidated. We focus on investing and creating businesses in media and entertainment, finance, investing and insurance, education and e-learning, art, music and the humanities, earth and human sustainability and advancement, and earth and space exploration and transportation. Our current businesses include 3T Warrior Academy, Q Financial, Age of Radio, and Merlin, the smartest way to track your crypto, to name a few. You can find me on all socials at Age of Jeremy, except on X, it's at Age of Jeremy Q. And on Facebook, it is Cesar Jeremy Quintanilla. There are links in the episode description. If you are new to this podcast, this is all the trials and tribulations I go through to build my business empire, and I hope you pick up some wisdom along the way. I also have guests that share their trials and tribulations, becoming content creators and the adventures they have gone through to become entrepreneurs. We have started adding our Age of Radio podcast catalog to YouTube. We are also happy to announce that we have partnered with Cos Talk Live, a show where Jinx Cosplay and Thermo Cosplay come to you once a month to stream everything cosplay related. That will be getting started up in March, so make sure to subscribe to the YouTube channel so you don't miss out. You can also join our Addicted to Podcasting Facebook group absolutely free. Check out the links in the episode description. If you're looking to protect your wealth and life, then Cash Value Life Insurance may be right for you. We have an open house Zoom call every Friday at 12 p.m. Arizona time. If you want to learn how life insurance could be a path to financial freedom for you and your family, direct message me on Instagram at Age of Jeremy if you are interested. Please also join my Dope Updates channel in my Age of Jeremy Instagram account. I provide extra insight on all the things that I have going on in business and in my life. Hopefully you will find some wisdom in it. It is free to join. And today's episode is going to be a conversation that I had with the host of Killer Lashes, Tatiana and Red. Tatiana is also the host of Talk Yo Ishh. Killer Lashes is a creation of two friends coming together after 2 decades, deciding to put their opinions aside to help one woman get the justice she deserves. The case of Darlie Routier has captured their hearts for over 30 years. If you're not familiar with her story, they will take you through a breakdown of her life history, the crime, the evidence, the trial, and the updated outcome, and the new evidence that could possibly clear her name, or will it? Tati and Red are just two mixed girls who share a common love of true crime. This is just one of the many cases that they will cover as they dive into 12 episodes. From their luscious lips to your inquiring ears, tune into their show once a week to uncover the truth, whether Darlie Routier stabbed her 2 children in cold blood, or was she truly a victim of tunnel vision? You can find Killer Lashes on social media at Killer Lashes. You can find their podcast wherever you get your podcasts. Check out their links in the episode description. And here's the conversation. How are you?
Good.
Good.
Extra good today.
Yeah. Red, how are you? You both look amazing, by the way. I know that
Thank
people
you.
are going to be listening to this and not seeing you, but you
Okay.
didn't have to get dolled up if you guys
We
are dolled
did.
up.
Well, I gave you the option. I said, do you want to see ugly, or do you want to see?
Yeah, but I figured both of you would be fine either way.
Yeah. It was her call. She was
Yeah.
like, no.
Yeah, I'm going with the face.
Yeah.
Full face.
Full face? Yeah, well, you look very,
Yes.
both look very beautiful. So thank you.
Thank you.
So I
Thank
appreciate it. So I wanted to start, Tati, because I saw in a chat that we're in that there is a Talk Yo Ishh hate page, I guess. Wouldn't be a fan
Yeah.
page. What do you call
The
it?
hate
Hater?
club.
The hate club. So is it
Yeah.
a real thing? Did you send me a message back to see
Probably
it?
not. I was putting on my face.
Oh, that's right. Those are all the same time. So what is it? Like, I'm confused. Like,
I don't know.
I get what a hate club is, but like, what have you seen the actual club, or you just heard about this?
Well, no, I had a friend. She called me, and she doesn't even live anywhere like near me. And she's like, "Hey, do you know that there is a band getting together of girls and that don't like you?" And basically, on their page that they've created for whatever they're doing, I guess they're like uprising against people or something. And I guess I'm part of it. And they've got like there's texts on there, like posts that are you can tell it's about me.
Yeah. So is it
So I guess,
what would they have animosity towards you about? Like,
I don't know. That's what I was just saying. I thought these people were my friends. We've done work together, gigs. I've gotten them jobs. Like,
so you know the people, like, you know the people that are saying it
personally,
like you, but like, you know who they are based off of what your friends said.
Yep. Mm-hmm. And it's funny because I'm like, I didn't know there was beef. That's the problem. Like, not knowing someone has beef with you and they do is scary to me because don't smile in my face. Like, tell me you don't like me, like me. Don't be sneaky. And then, I mean, this is not the first time I've heard from people specifically that one specific person is really like out there talking, and I just can't understand. I haven't talked to these people in like a year or so. I've not bothered. So people say this thing, and I know that they have nothing to say when they say it. They say I'm bothering people for interviews for my podcast.
Yeah.
And I guess they're tired of me bothering them.
Well, that's what I was going to say. Does it have to? Well, two things specifically. The way that I see it is, it's either that people are saying that, like, most people get frustrated if they see someone else's success off of doing something with other people and then not getting any cut of it. Because the one thing that I've realized in my time is that people have a misconception about, maybe not now, but like I forgot to put my dang it. Hold on one second.
Oh, I was like, is that me beeping?
No. Hold on. Let me just give me 1 second here. I forgot. I need to put my notifications on do not disturb, or it's going to get crazy in here.
I do. Me too.
Yeah.
Pretty sure I did. Let me double check.
Well, just on my computer. The phone, I don't really.
We were checking our phone.
My phone's never on. That's why I never know what's going on.
I'm the only one that calls.
Okay, so that's taken care of. So I was gonna say, most people have a misconception, especially at the beginning, because they just see the amount of stuff because they're involved in that, like, in the world, right? Of Talk Yo Ishh. And so then they see all of it. So then they have a misconception about that. Okay, this is a big thing, right? Even whether it is or isn't is irrelevant.
Yeah.
They still will always think that it's a big thing. And then they always have a misconception about what is happening. And then they'll feel jealous about it because they feel that you wouldn't have gotten that because they weren't a part of it, but it's irrelevant.
Well, these people were a part of it.
Yeah.
They've all gotten their interview. And I've never bothered anybody. That's the part that bothers me, because if you check my inbox or anywhere, I'm booked. I'm 3, 4, 5 weeks behind. Like, somebody will do an interview. You know that they're about 5 weeks behind because I'm booked. People pay me for me to interview them. I've never really had to go out. And even when I did go to certain events, I always brought my own guests. And that was actually like a really big thing about me, because most other pods that are trying to copy now go there and expect to get a guest there. I always bring my own. That was my thing, was to bring a show. And that's why I'm confused at why there's these lies, and why does it matter? I'm not doing anything here. I have a tour coming up in Miami. I'm going to other states. Like, I'm not quite sure even how or where or why but I talked to another friend today, and he was like, hey, we already know if they weren't talking about you are relevant, because if they
well, that's what I was just going to say. Like, that's a positive thing to have a hate page.
It is. Yeah. Because I've been blocked by celebrities, which is great. Like, I feel so good.
Yeah. That's crazy. Yeah. That's cool.
It's good. Yeah. At first I was like, oh no, a celebrity blocked me. And I was like, oh my God, a celebrity blocked me.
Yeah. That's really cool.
Yeah. I've been bothered by some really big names. And again, I'm not going to give them any clout. But I did want to say just a little warning. I am from Detroit, and don't let the 6 legs fool you. And if I catch you, I'm going to slide you. So I just want to put that out there. My gosh. If you have something to say, just say it, and then we'll be cool. If you're a bum ass bitch, like, that's cool. And I don't mind. But don't be fake. I don't like fake. Don't smile on my face. And don't ever ask me nothing again, because but again, just small warning, don't let me go back to being Detroit Tati. Because I will. Detroit Tati, don't let this.
You should make a animation of Tati how you are here, and then like Talk Yo Ishh Tati, I'll call it that, and then you can make Detroit Tati, and then like they can be 2 different characters that you have.
I feel like I'm slipping into 3 characters now, because I'm like, like I said, don't let the 6 lace fool you. The girls that have been slid by me in the club before, they will tell you. And I just don't play. So if I see you, I'm not going to talk. I'm just going to put my hands on you. So I've just put it out there. And if you don't listen to the podcast, that's sad for you, because then when you say I didn't warn you, I'm like, well, you obviously
you don't know. That's a good point.
So fair warning. So like my mom, she's like, she says stuff because I talk about her and her ex-husband all the time, and I tell stories. And she's like, she'll say something. I go, I know you didn't listen because I just talked about you. I told the most embarrassing story. So I know who listens and who doesn't, because I tell stories about everybody.
So Red, are you in the industries that Tatiana are in?
Absolutely
or you do
not.
Absolutely. Okay. So you do the Killer Lashes podcast with Tati. And so if anybody doesn't know, Killer Lashes, well, I'll have you guys talk about it in a second. So we'll talk about Killer Lashes in a minute. So you do Killer Lashes right now, trying to build that podcast. And then what do you do like for a career, or what are you trying to do, or what's your goal? I guess maybe not what's your goal, but like, so if you're not in the industry, what do you do for work right now?
What pays the bills? I am a licensed massage therapist and an esthetician. So I do like the foo-foo services, eyelashes, facials, and we're contouring.
We're in our shop right now.
Yes.
Oh, nice. So you have your own place?
Yes.
That's cool. Like in a commercial area, or is it out of the house? Oh, that's so cool. How long have you had that?
I've been here for about 3 years.
Yeah,
about 3.5 years.
And we did Killer Lashes, the episode that you saw here in her spooky room.
Yes, that's my treatment room.
That's really
my Zen room.
So you've had that place for 3 years, but how long have you doing like massage therapy and everything also for 3 years, or longer than that?
A little bit longer than that, yes. Same thing with the aesthetics and the skincare and the lashes. I've been doing that longer. I started out as a booth renter, and then when COVID shut us down, I was like, I need my own space. So I was looking and I found the space, and as soon as we were opened up, I got it.
That's so cool. So how is like you have good like a lot of clientele coming, or like have you built that up over time?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's really cool. That's really cool.
And like now she's moved, but she used to be close, and I'm like literally 3 minutes away. So I'm always here.
So it says here, Killer Lashes is a creation of 2 friends coming together after 2 decades. So you guys have been friends for 20 years? Is that?
Yes. Let me tell you how.
Yeah.
Our husbands are best friends, and they grew up together since what? 4th grade or something?
Elementary.
Yeah. And we've known each other. We've been to parties together. We just always never, I think the boys kept us apart, so we don't get together. And we've had a lot of outside friends that maybe didn't like me. Like, I don't know. I felt like there was a lot of stuff that people kept us apart.
Yeah.
Never that I didn't like her, but I just thought she didn't really stop me. And we were
vice versa.
Vice versa. That's it. And also me rolling in what I do. Obviously, not everybody is down with the get down. Yeah. And, people, unless they're in that environment, they don't know. And I'm really happy that all these years she maybe thought one way, but got to actually come with me. Oh, I'm gonna cry.
So then you weren't. So over the last 2 decades, though, you guys weren't like friends, or you were friends. Like,
I mean, we were just people. We were our husbands' wives. That's it. We weren't friends. We just knew each other.
So then, how often did you guys see each other, or how often did you see each other during that
day? Probably every day, every other day.
Yeah, we.
Oh, really? Oh, so like they're really close friends.
Yeah.
Okay.
And they got it. And they don't live far. They've never lived far. Their children grew up together. I mean, we just. It's always been a tight knit. We see each other at every family event. It's either her family, that family. Like, it's very close out here in where we stay. So. We've always known each other, seen each other, but again, we've always probably had 2 different takes on each other, because that's just the way people are to keep us apart. I think it was just keeping the greatness apart.
Yeah. People are haters.
So what happened? Like what happened to bring did you?
This is on you.
Did Red just hear that you had Talk Yo Ishh podcast and then was like, oh, I have an idea for a podcast, or what happened with that?
No, I approached her and I was like, hey, listen, I want to start a podcast. So she's like, okay, cool. What kind of podcast you want to start? I'm like, really, I want to do 2 podcasts. Me thinking this was just like, you know, a little hobby. No, this is a full-time damn job.
That's 100% true. And depending on how much you get into it, it also becomes a weird obsession, especially if it's true crime.
Right. Yes.
Yeah.
So we just started talking, and I told her I was interested in true crime. She's like, oh, shut the front door. So am I. And that's how we
because when we met, she, you know, obviously I'm the only person that she would know to ask about that. So we met up, and she had her notebook, and I said, yeah, you're going to want to get a computer. I mean, she had her computer, but I said, you want to put that notebook away?
Yes.
So when I broke it down for her, and I broke it down for the real way with not just the price of the computer and the podcast equipment. And she's like, then I know how full-time she is she's a mom. She's full-time with obviously her husband, I said, let me just tell you the real truth. Because most people I say, yeah, you can do it.
Mm-hmm.
No, I was like, you can't do it. I was like, because it's just going to take up too much time, and you're learning. So you need a team.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, you know, how about this? Let's figure out what else we're going to do. And then it just kind of clicked that she was talking about, well, I like true crime. I said, okay, I have something I've been wanting to do. Producers in the past have told me not to do it. A lot of people have told me not to do it.
Why?
And then I said,
with Killer Lashes or something else? Really?
Killer
Why?
Lashes. Yep. Since the first person that I wanted to do that with, they just, I don't know, people have always discouraged me
that's weird, because that's a really cool, like the concept of it.
Yeah.
So just so people know, what's the concept of Killer Lashes?
So yeah.
It's honestly, okay, so number one, Killer Lashes, it's not about lashes at all. That's just a clickbait type name.
Yep.
But it's about true crime, and it's about discovering or breaking down cases to discover the truth. Is this person innocent? Is this person guilty? Did they really do it? Did they not?
Yes. And we are doing old cases, and I told her, since it's Killer Lashes, I'd like to stick to women. We're women.
Yeah.
I'd like to talk about women who stab people.
That's what I think so cool about. That's what I like about it. Because like one of the ones that, the fact that that's a fantastic, I love women. So that's a fantastic idea. I don't want them to kill me, but that's a fantastic idea about,
don't make anybody want to kill you.
Correct. Then. Yeah. I don't know if I'm past, I think I might be past that part. But that's one of the things that I think is really intriguing about it, is the fact that it focuses on female possible killers.
Yes.
And then because that's one of the things that because the thing that started Age of Radio to get really big is two true crime podcasts. So one of them was Color Me Dead, which for the longest time was probably one of the largest independent like true crime podcasts that was out there by two women, but they didn't do like a theme. They just did After Anything, right? But they're very funny. They were really funny, so it was like comedic almost. And so they they would put like 40 hours a week into their show.
Oh, that's what we do.
Yeah. And so that's why when people tell me that they're getting into true crime, I was like, best of luck to you.
Okay. It's 30 to 40 hours in editing, and then she's doing another 30 to 40.
That's essentially what it was for them too.
And we get ripped on all the time. Like people really rip on us. Like,
what do you mean?
All the time. So one, they start off with the Killer Lashes name, I guess, because it's awesome. People get pissed off, and they're like, I don't like the name. Killer Lashes has nothing to do with. I'm like, it's just a name.
Kind of does. I mean, I think it does. If you focus on
lashes, it's women.
Yeah, if it's women lash, what do they think that there's fucking lips on the freaking?
I don't know. Yeah, and they don't even talk about that there's lips on it. Right.
Anyway, okay. Okay, so people do on that. So what else do they?
Yeah, and then
what are they thinking the lashes means this for? I'm confused.
They wanted to say, like, I guess, true crime lashes. I don't know.
I think it's super catchy because you could even use that. I have the thumbnail pulled up right now just so I could see the
and then everybody, I want you to know that Jeremy at Age of Radio and whoever his secret team is made the logo.
Yeah, it's Josh. Well, I'll say it's Josh. Everyone will know who Josh
is. Thank you, Josh. But Jeremy came out of his pocket for me, so that means I'm good. Now I look good.
I really like the name of it and the theme of it. So that's weird.
See?
So
and
I think that's all that
That's all that matters.
She came up with the name. That was her.
Oh, the whole thing is fantastic. It was one of the most exciting. That was one of the most exciting concepts. And not saying that other people don't have exciting concepts. It's just really cool. So the person that you started with is Darlie Routier, right?
Yep.
Yes.
So who is she and why did you start with her?
Okay.
How did you do that?
All right. So while we were talking, I said, listen, I know that, we want to do this together, but let me throw this out there. I have a case that I've been looking at since I was like 14.
Okay, so why were you looking at this case since you were 14?
Well, because I'm a sicko. Yeah, I'm weird. And I love true crime. Period. Okay.
Same.
But it's something I used to always watch, Forensic Files. That's what got me into, watching stuff when I was young, 2020, all those. Yeah. And this was just a case that, I don't know, just caught me about a lady killing her kids. Did she or did she not? And the fact that now she's still in prison about to be murdered because she's on death row.
I think it now.
So it's just, there's a few like John Bonet. Oh my God. Like there's so many cases like that. And actually, I think I have a thing about kids. To murder a child to me is
that's pretty rough.
Something. Yeah.
How is that?
And then to murder a child that is yours or to be accused of murder, that's pretty hard. Blows my.
Yeah.
I'm not saying like, don't murder your own, murder a different one, but
don't murder kids, murder your husband, your spouse, or a neighbor,
murder someone else. But same with people who like, okay, you molest your kid or whatever. Okay, whatever. But I mean, like, why yours? Like, why wouldn't you just go find another kid or something? It's just so weird when someone's related to you and you birth them and that to me,
because it's like it's a rough act to begin with, but then you do it to something that's closer to you.
So to put the family that you birthed this child, it's yours. I mean, like that is just ridiculous.
It's wrong. It's immoral and it's disgusting.
Yeah, it's disgusting all around.
She's going to burn in hell.
Yeah. That's
so there's no. So based off of you guys doing the research, and again, you're on episode 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yeah.
Episode 5. So you're on episode 5. So I don't want you to spoil anything for any of the episodes, but like, are you pretty confident that she did it?
Oh yeah, I believe she did it. Tatiana, when we first started talking about it, she's like, "Oh no, she's innocent," and I'm like,
No.
Although I do remember you saying something along those lines. Tatiana,
I did. Let me clarify before y'all get on the Tati hate club. VIP list. Jeremy's probably the head leader.
it's my page.
It's page secretly. There's nobody in it. Just him. He's like, I know, guys. It's one of those back and forths where you're like, where you just can't believe she did it. You know what I'm saying? But all the evidence points to her. But then there's so many mistakes that everybody else did.
Yeah.
On behalf of it, that I'm like, what do you believe? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Because the evidence and all these things about the police didn't do what they were supposed to do. Don't forget, this was in the 90s. They don't have the same tests. Some are inaccurate. It's all different.
Yeah.
Then we discovered, and they said it a lot in what's going on now, but 15 years ago, 25 years ago, they didn't know. They didn't have access to YouTube, and they didn't know about that certain evidence wasn't even tested. You know what I'm saying? That there were so many things that didn't happen that I need the rest of the story to come together before I can actually say. Now, I did say, I know she has something to do with something.
Oh, yes.
But I'm not actually
but all like the way. That she was the one that killed the children.
Yeah, that's the part where I have that part. But we actually were, the next episode, well, actually, to me, pretty much, I don't know how she can explain this blood, how the blood patterns go. There are specific blood patterns on when you're wielding a knife and the patterns of the droplets. And for you to have these droplets in these specific spots in that way, and they recreate this stuff, and there's no room to say you didn't. Nobody else had these droplets.
Right. Yeah. Especially if they're breaking it down with you running versus walking. You're saying you're doing one thing, but the evidence is showing something completely different. And that's where I'm like, she's guilty.
Yeah.
So, and nobody else's blood in the house, nobody else's fingerprints. No, even if other stuff wasn't tested.
Yeah.
I mean, did you get to see the episode where I put your face up?
I saw you put my face up. I put it on for a few seconds. I'm sorry, Tati. Don't hate me. Don't hate me. I'm so busy all the time. I'm so I will go back and I will go back and watch it this week.
Now I'm gonna quiz you.
Don't quiz me. Okay, I'll give you a fair quiz. I will turn it. I will listen to it.
I want an essay. No, but part of it is, you know, that I can't hold like sexy and I can't hold serious for very long. And on there, can't hold either of those. You should see the photographers. They hate me. They're like holding. I'm like, what do I do with my mouth? And you know, and then
stay still.
No, you don't. I have to say A-E-I-O-U. That's how you, because you have to go like,
yeah.
I can't look at this. Look.
Can you? Oh wow, I didn't know that.
I can't do it. Yeah, it doesn't. I don't hold sexy. I look scared. So we're talking on the pod, and I always embarrass everybody, and I'm telling the story, and I'm like, look, was she lip servicing somebody in the house? Was there a black guy in there doing something? Like, what? Where's her panties? Like, I want to know about the missing panties. See, you need to hear. You obviously haven't listened to any of the podcasts.
There's so many podcasts, Tatiana. You can't hold it against me. I'm running like
I don't care.
I'm running like 40 companies here.
No excuses. No excuses.
No, okay. No excuses.
No, I'm your favorite. You make me feel like I'm your favorite.
Feel probably because you're the only person that I've ever had on this podcast. Twice.
That's what I told her. I said, you've run like hundreds of thousands of pods that I thought that, you talk to everybody, and you're like, yeah, no, I don't talk to anybody. I was like, oh, shit.
Well, I try to talk to them. It's just difficult. Here's the problem. This is the problem. So when this originally came out, when I started Age of Radio, the goal wasn't so people it was in the long term, it's for people to make money and do the thing that they love if this is what they want to do and this is the thing that they love. But when we really started, it was just to help people grow their shows, right? And so when people started coming on, we would all like converse with each other and then like put ads on other people's stuff, and then it would kind of grow it, and then I was paying for advertisements and all this stuff. But my main company, 3T, hadn't really taken off yet. And so when it took off, then I had to kind of pull back a little bit on some of it. But what happened was then Joey started getting a bunch of podcasts to come on. So we went from like 20 podcasts to like over 100 podcasts. And like I had no infrastructure to communicate really with any of these people as that was happening. And then Joey stepped aside. So now there's all of these people. So eventually, hopefully there will be a lot more communication and we can have them on the podcast. And that's one of the reasons why as soon as you did this, I said, give me a promo. And then I just got to connect it to an MP4 and then we'll put it on a Facebook ad here soon. But it's been out and going on promos across the network. And they're
good. Our numbers have gone pretty good. I mean, I'd like better, but you know how I am about numbers.
So like it's been heard that the Killer Lashes promo has been heard 6,000 times.
Wow.
So
but you know what kills me
is it's just on a promo too. What I was waiting for was giving it a little bit of time to do as a promo, and then I was going to go grab one of the other audios, switch it out, and then put it as a campaign. So every single show has to hear it, and then kick it back over to a promo. So when it's a promo, it will feed it up if there's no ad. So like, for instance, if someone's listening to this and then an ad, I say, oh, we'll be right back. And then an ad comes on. If Megaphone can't serve up an ad or we don't have an ad in that place, then it'll pick up Killer Lashes and play it for them. Okay. And so that's specifically going. So same convo, and then Okay Boomer is my goal to start now getting back the Facebook ads now that everything else is going. So that's essentially what happened. So, but because you were closer, and I like the concept of Talk Yo Ishh. Like the concepts of both of your podcasts are pretty intriguing. I would like to see Talk Yo Ishh take off more in these specific numbers because it makes sense, and I'm not sure why it's not, because that's the kind of stuff that people, well, maybe.
Help me, Jeremy, help me.
So, well, but anyway, so that's the goal. So anyway, so then it turned into people just wanting to make money from it. I'm like, well, no one has enough numbers to get the amount of money that people want, so we have to spend time and figure out how to grow all of them. And now we're back focused on that specific piece of it. But no, I do.
But I've won his heart. I've won his heart. I'm the only one who calls at 4 a.m. like, Jeremy, I have a problem.
Yeah, but it's 4 a.m. your time. It's not that late. Well, I guess I
don't even know what time. I just call you whenever I'm doing it.
So
I was like, I didn't know any, but no one didn't have your number.
Yeah, right. Now more people are getting to, because I'm working on that to make it better. But so what's the plan for after, like,
Darlie?
Yeah.
So the plan for after Darlie is there is none. No, Red is the brain. I'm just the kind of like the puppet mouth and
the puppet mouth.
Brains, yeah. I'm just the puppet mouse. I'm the filler, the editor now, and then the machine lady.
So then, yes, we have Red, what's the next one?
I'm researching right now. I've made a list and I have about 8 names. So I do a process of elimination. So I am in the background. I've limited it down to about 8-7 names. But I don't know who I'm going to.
And I'll let her. I'd like it to be a girl.
Oh, and no, it's definitely going to be women.
But I'd like for her to choose because I chose this one. I already had a plan. I actually had notes. So the next one's on her.
Yeah.
But she's the one who does all the writing, all the research. I tell her what I know and what I remember, and then she goes through. And then obviously she's the back end of the actual script and writing. I'm the other end of I don't even want to call her back end. She's the front because without her, and that's why I say without this dynamic, there would be no Killer Lashes because I did not realize what goes into the research.
It's a lot.
The true crime she did not realize. Freaking crazy.
Yeah. Man, when I tell you, we have lawyers we converse with. So when someone comes on YouTube and makes a comment, it really bothers me, even though I haven't turned the comments off because it's clout. Bothers me when they say,
let them comment because it helps.
Yeah, let them comment. I do. I just heart it.
Yeah, that's what I do.
I don't say anything, but it does bother me because they're like, 30 to 40 hours. And then they're telling me stuff, and I'm like, you don't know because you have not gone into the transcript. So we ended up getting our private investigator license.
Oh, both of you?
Yes, we have to take our state test, but we are almost there. And we did that on purpose because we also have friends that are in the police force and everywhere else that can get to evidence and things that other people don't know.
Smart.
So when we tell something like the lady's like, no one said the TV was on. I'm like,
yes, it was.
Yes, it was. First of all, yes. And there was a lamp. And these are things that actually Darlie said it herself in an interview, but that's beyond that. But these are things that we know because these are transcripts and things that nobody else can get to but us. There's evidence that people can't get to. So we say it because we're allowed to. But when they try to dispute it, I'm like, who are you? So I don't say anything, but it bothers me. I take things a little bit more personally.
Yeah, it's hard. It's really hard at the beginning to take the stuff personally.
Yeah,
but once you get going, who gives a shit?
Yeah.
Because more comments are gonna help it feed the algorithm because you guys post on post Killer Lashes on YouTube.
I'll put
or is it just in Roku?
No, it's on YouTube.
It's
on Roku.
And Roku, right?
Okay. Which is Pod Nation.
Yep.
With Ray and Robert from it used to be Planet X, but there was an issue, so it's Pod Nation.
So then, Red, what have you done? Like, what are some of the things that you've had to do and change to do research, like, since you started doing this? Or were you just really good at research prior to this? And,
I am really good at researching. When it comes to, man, people call me the FBI because I will find some shit out. Cannot get nothing past me. I'm going to find it out. But I genuinely am a reader, and I will sit and read transcripts all day. And that's how I get a lot of my information is from the transcripts that was reported from on the court record.
So people are listening to YouTube and maybe I don't know, some kind of magazine like Hotwire or something. That's not. We are going to the actual transcripts in the courtroom.
Yes.
Yeah.
And that's where we get a lot of all of our information from. So when they try to say we're wrong, they're listening to, I don't know, the Inquirer. Of course they're not.
What do you record into, Tati? I never remember.
Roadcaster. My mixer.
Does Roadcaster have a phone? You can connect a phone to it, so it'll pick up the phone,
yes.
right? Yeah. Have you guys ever thought about trying to? Have you? Well, one, you could take calls too live if you really wanted to. Secondly, which would be cool. You should do that. Yes. I don't know why. Do you guys hear that beep when it comes in?
No.
Okay.
No.
Well, then if you guys aren't hearing it, then I'm the only one hearing it.
We don't have any headphones on. I thought I'd be. So we're trying the Lavelles out for the first time, and I wanted to see. Good. Okay, good. I wanted to see what things we could take on the road because I'm on the road, and whether it's Talk Yo Ishh or Killer Lashes, I need to
work smarter. Not harder.
Yeah. So Lavelle? So the best two things, my two favorite things for the road are if you actually, this isn't that, but I guess it's in a different drawer. So that's just the microphone. So it's.
But you can't get up. You don't have any pants on.
It's called. I have pants on. It's the Rode. It's a Rode. It's called the Rode Go. I think it is, and it's a. I don't know if you've seen it or heard of it, or if you even have it. But it's like one clip that clips on to, like it feeds to the microphone, and then the other one connects into the device, and then it feeds. So it's wireless, and so it feeds that into the device wherever the recording is going. And so then what you can do is you can get if you have the money, there's 3 different versions of it. You would be fine with what's called an H3, but it's
have the money.
But it's like this, but I have all of them. It's just not.
I've seen it.
It's like this. So there's a H3 version of it that's bigger. If you just got that, you could go on the road with that and the microphones, and you would never have a problem.
Will you text me?
Yeah, I can text you all of it.
Yeah, text or email. I don't care. Email, text them. Just send me the which one to get, and I'll get it. Send me the link.
Yeah, because those are really good. Because then you can, because then you could even go. I don't know, where is Darlie housed at?
In Texas, and we are.
You guys can fly over to Texas, right? It's not that far.
Yeah, we're gonna go out there. We're gonna go to the jail. We're gonna go.
You are? Like you are planning on going?
Yeah.
Would she do an interview? Like, would you guys do you think she would do an interview?
Yeah, but we can't tell everything.
Oh,
yeah, we can't.
Okay. So are there books about her case?
Yeah, yes.
Like, do you read those?
And they're selling right now they're selling right now for like $100, $200. And the reason is because her case has come back up because in May they did new testing. This is the 3rd round of testing in 25 years. The final, but the 3rd and final round of testing of all this new evidence. Well, it's not new, but testing stuff they'd never tested before and using new tests and updated stuff and things where they can pull out from skin cells instead of just, the actual blood. And it was supposed to come out. The results, it's been 3 years they've been waiting on these results, and they were supposed to come out in May. And they haven't. So that's why we're going as slow as possible so that we can be on the steps of the courthouse when they release these, because it's going to go one of 2 ways for the show. Either she did it and now we have to just say, okay, that's it. Or I get to stand outside and say, couldn't told you, but it won't be. It'll be more of a reasonable.
Or she did it, and then there wasn't evidence now that supported that she did it.
Exactly. Well, that's that part. Yeah. But her other way is it's reasonable doubt that someone else was there. Not saying that she didn't do it, but more reasonable doubt that someone else was there. Probably
there was definitely a second person. I believe there was a second person.
Probably a black guy,
a girl.
Why do you think it's a black guy?
Because that's what they're going to pin it on.
Oh my God.
That's what's going to happen. You think they're going to pin it on some white guy from 30 years ago?
Well, okay, I'll agree with that. But
yeah, that's all. I'm just saying, I'm just following but okay, so rumor has it, and I can't tell you where the rumor is.
Okay, well, hold on. So if you Red, hold on.
Allegedly.
Hold on, Red. If you think it's a female, what's the relationship to Darlie? Like, who's the female?
Oh, I don't know. That's you.
Is that what you said, Red? Probably a female?
Oh, no, I said there was probably a second person.
Oh, you said they're probably second. She just kept talking about a black guy.
Oh, no, there's definitely a second person.
Got it. Okay, but you don't know who. But so who would the second person have been?
Me personally, I think the husband. They need to look at him again.
Yeah,
he was in that house. He had firsthand knowledge of what was going on, and his story is fishy. He lied about a lot of stuff too, and I really think that they really need to look at this man too. They do.
So and that reason. So. They only charged Darlie Routier with the murder of her youngest son, Damon, so that she can get the death penalty.
Yes.
They saved the other boy because they said of 2 reasons. One, if she got off on this one, they were going to charge her with that one. Mm-hmm. Or they were saving that for the husband. And they never ended up going.
So then they thought that the husband was a part of it.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
They him initially. Right?
Yeah. And they did investigate him. He failed the lie detector test. Yeah. They both did miserably.
He was lying
miserably. Both of them. So, and I'm not saying lie detector tests are, what's up, but I don't know. It's just a lot of, and then the fact that they lied, like that's what I talk about there. She has 6 different versions from beginning to end, not only from where she got stabbed, but who stabbed her, how they stabbed her, where they stabbed her, just so much. So I'm like, what? Why are you two lying? If y'all didn't do it, why are you two lying?
Yeah.
Well, this is why I think the husband had something to do with it. When she was asked by one of the investigators to describe the guy, she described Darren. She described her husband to the T. She like dry snitched on him. And that's why I'm like, y'all got to look at this man. Yeah. She told y'all who did it.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Just so many weird. But like I said, I don't know where this hot rumor, wherever, but allegedly, there's rumors coming out saying that the profile is to an African American.
Got it.
And that's where I said she had no panties on. Maybe she's doing some lip service at the house. The kid woke up. Something's going on.
But do you think that she would kill your children? Do you think that she would kill her children so she wouldn't get found out that she was having an affair? Because is that what you're saying, that she was having an affair with some guy?
No, the kids woke up. What? But she would stab him. I don't know. She
was adamant about leaving her husband. That much we do know. She was very adamant about leaving him, but he was cheating on her. She was cheating on him. They were some cheaters and liars.
Yeah. And he was cheating on her with the nurse across the street that he went to go get to come over to save his children. And I don't know how she's running around with no panties on and with the t-shirt on. Like, I'm really confused. Like, that really, really stumped me right then and there.
Yeah.
Like, who? So you'll laugh because in the YouTube, I said, is this a freak house? I said, because she's got no panties on downstairs with these little boys. He got no drawers on upstairs with the little baby in the bed. Like, why y'all two don't got no drawers on? Y'all sleep separate. Isn't that when adults are together? What are y'all doing separate with no underwear on with children? Now I think there's a different problem. Yeah. That's what I'm trying to say. So was the kids about to say something? Were y'all selling babies? What are you doing? That's and one of the little boys had underwear on, the other one had his clothes on
for the day.
So
something was going on. Yeah, he was. That's weird. He was killed in his clothes.
From earlier, nobody talked about
baths. 1 o'clock in the morning? 2 o'clock in the morning?
2 o'clock. Nobody talked about brushing their teeth. Like, what is going on? She has a full face of makeup on, all her jewelry sitting on the table, all nice. Like,
it's a stage crime scene.
Something's weird. That's why I'm like, I don't know. So, like I said, is it a freak house, Jeremy?
Is it a what?
A freak house.
Probably. It sounded like it. And it's in Texas, so you never know.
You never know.
So Red, so this is your first time doing a podcast, it sounds like, based off of the information that I have. So what's been the most challenging thing for you to overcome with doing the podcast? So do you not do any of the audio stuff? You just come in and talk, and then Tati deals with all that part, or?
Yes, she does all the audio. I may help with like getting pictures.
Yeah.
But for the most part, I do all the research. I write the scripts. We come together, we record, and then I hand it back over to her and let her do her thing as far as editing.
So with the added time that it takes, because I believe Tati said you have children.
I have a whole lot of children and a grandson. I'm a busy
woman.
God,
you have a grandson?
Yes.
You can't have a grandson.
I promise you, I am somebody's grandma. Yes.
That's crazy
I call her,
talk.
Yeah. Call her grandma all the time.
You must have started super young.
I had my first one at 18, so fresh out of high school.
And that's what I was just going to say, because if I had my first child around 17, 18, I could have grandchildren right now.
Oh, yeah, they'll be out the house. I got 2 out of the house. Technically 3.
Yeah. We're on the works of kicking one more out.
Now, she's got graduated. My 17-year-old's graduating this year. She out of there. And then I have a 16-year-old, and I'm like, tick-tock, tick-tock. You'll be a free bird here.
No, lies, because now she's got a grandson.
I was going to say, now you have
she's got to rush after this.
How old's your grandson?
My grandson, he's 14 months.
14 months. So it's a brand new grandson. So so you're a brand new grandma.
Yeah, I'm a nana. I'm a nana.
Grandma. Are you a grandma?
I'm sorry. That's cool. So what does your husband do?
My husband is a barber, so we've done we went to beauty school together. He does his thing, I do my thing, and
Does he have his own barber shop, or does he rent a chair, or?
He rents a chair. He doesn't want his own shop. He likes to just come and go, but he does other things other than cutting hair. He's just hopped into the insurance game, so he's trying to get his niche into that world.
What type of insurance is he selling?
Everything.
He needs them.
Literally,
we started an insurance agency, and we're the fastest growing insurance agency in what we're doing. So not an insurance like selling insurance, but like an independent agency.
Yes.
Through so we started. It's called Freedom Insurance, but we focus on index universal life insurance.
Yes. That was one of the main things he does.
Yeah. Hey, well, so if you does he just do it independently, or is he part of a different organization that he's part? Like, so the way that we do it, it's different for us because we hooked up with a company called Pinnacle, but that's kind of set up like a multi-level marketing thing. But we sell Pacific Life, Transamerica, Nationwide, and so we have like, I want to say like 50 people under us already, and so in like a couple, but so I don't know if Tati told you, but I have my business partner, my main business partner. His name's John. He goes by Coach CJV. He's a really big influencer.
I didn't tell her shit. No,
okay. So Red, I have a business partner that's a very big influencer that we did business a long time ago. And so anyway, so we've always in our academy talked about wealth protection and doing index universal life insurance. So we finally took that over and now started doing it ourselves and started our own business for it. But that's cool that he does that. Just how long has he been doing it?
Honestly, just recently. He's had his license for about a year, but he didn't do anything with it. And one day he's like, I am tired of cutting hair full time. He's like, I want to do something different. I'm like, you got a whole license and insurance, buddy.
Yeah. So ours is I'm just going to be honest, because we have such a big influence and reach and things, like it's super lucrative, but it was super lucrative for us really fast because of the reach that we have, because we can do a video and it gets, I don't know, 200,000 to 1 million views. Right. And so we have a big reach, but if he can get it going, it's super lucrative. It's just like ours was a little bit different because we have been building a following for 7 years. But if he can build a really good following and base, he can make some really good money with the index universal life insurance.
Yeah, that's what he's trying to do. I know Transamerica sounds very, it's either Transamerica or Primerica. It's one of the two. Something sounds familiar.
Yeah. Well, there's Transamerica, which owns a company called WFG that owns the multi-level part of it for their thing. I'm not saying that he's part of that, but that's how their part works. Right. So, but hey, if you want, if he has any questions or anything, I'm more than happy. He can definitely shoot me an email anytime.
Absolutely. I will definitely, I'll get your email from Tatiana.
But I did tell her though, I was like, you have to meet Jeremy, because I was like, not only of Age of Radio, I was like, there's so many other things that you can talk to him, ask him about. I know you had messaged me, about that other job thing. And, I said, I want to talk to you about that.
I need to get my shit
together. We'll talk about it.
Well, I mean, I have my shit together. I have so much stuff going on that I'm trying to get it organized.
No, listen, we understand.
But yeah, so, and two, Tati, you should talk to her husband about getting index universal life insurance.
Oh, definitely. He hates me. He won't listen to me.
They have like a love-hate relationship, and I'm like, what is up with you?
We fight like
siblings.
Yeah.
Yes.
We're both light skinned. And her and my husband are both.
I was just gonna say, they're both dark because I've seen your husband.
And they get along like peaches and cream. And me and her husband like boiling water.
Yes.
The moment he walks through the door, we are ripping each other.
Yep, they're going back and forth. I'm like, man,
I don't know. And them two have to like calm us down like referees, because it'll come to blows.
So Tati, so now that you have 2 podcasts, what is difficult having both of them now? Like, what have you learned?
All my producers left me.
I heard that. I saw that. But you got your, that's good though, because now you're self-sufficient and you can do all that.
It is, but now Talk Yo Ishh hasn't come out in 2 weeks because I edited it, and then I guess it didn't save, and now I'm like over here crying.
What are you editing to? What are you editing with? Audacity?
What? No, I hate that. That turned me into a crackhead. No.
God.
No, I Wondershare. Filmora.
Oh, okay.
No,
that's still rough. No, I know what it is. I was still. How much do you pay for that? Was it a one-time fee?
I didn't pay anything.
Well, if you, which you
it's a one. Yeah, it's yearly, and it's usually like almost like $200 for the year. But I caught it like, I don't know, some late night sale, red light special. It was like $49 till next year.
Okay. Yeah, because if you can, which eventually what you should do is get Premiere Pro and Audition. They're just really hard to learn. They have a really big learning curve. That's the problem.
Hear me. I can't even learn Audacity.
Well, it just takes. Well, okay. So you're not working.
Stop challenging me.
You're not working with the chiropractor. Was it a chiropractor? Or did I make that up?
Yeah.
Okay.
Fuck him. Yeah.
So you're not
Dr. Hobbs.
Yeah. So what happened?
He owes me money. Nothing.
Was that why you left?
Owes me money.
Yeah, but was that why you left? Because he owes you money?
No, I love it because I'm just tired of shit. No, because the podcast was growing. I actually, my real job now, I started running OnlyFans pages for girls, Sex Panther, all these different pages I run for the adult industry.
That's what Andrew Tate did. So be careful. I'm joking.
Why?
It was a joke. Do you know who Andrew Tate is?
No.
Oh, so
You mean like the one who got who
Andrew
Charlie
Tate,
Manson?
the social no. So Andrew Tate's a social media influencer that was on Big Brother UK, and he's a kickboxer. And then he essentially sex trafficked girls to do OnlyFans, and that's how they built their money, their empire. And then the Romanian government seized all of their stuff because the girls came forward and said that they were locking them up and all of this stuff, which I know that you're not doing that specifically.
Oh no!
So
First of all, it
was a bad joke. But anyway,
okay, no. Not at all. Well, these women actually don't ever want to do content, so I'm not locking anybody up because I can't even find them to get their pages going. No, that's a lie. No, these are already pretty established women that just have a lot going on. They have 10 to 15 pages. They just need help organizing and posting. Obviously, everything else is them, but it's just keeping, and I'm very organized. I'm really good, and I don't have a day job now, so I can work 24 hours a day at helping edit these girls' films, put them up, organize everything. So I'm running at least 7 pages. Well, 7 different girls, probably 4 or 5 pages each. So I've got like 50 pages going. But while I'm doing the podcast, I'm doing all that.
Are they paying you to do all those pages?
Oh, yes. I get 50%.
Oh my God. Do they make money?
I mean, I made a girl $3,000 in 14 days.
Oh my gosh. Some of those girls, if they get up there, they make a lot of money with the OnlyFans.
And it's a lot of them are not even it's not even adult porn. I mean, some are, but the other ones are fetishes. Belly button, underarms, like the dumbest stuff I'm sorry. The most creative things you've ever heard of.
Creative things that you've ever heard of?
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I had this guy, he saw my equipment and all of a sudden was looking all weird. And I was like, what's wrong? He's like, are you a tech? And I was like, yeah. He's like, will you touch that keyboard? I was like, yeah. And the next thing you know, I'm like, oh, what are you into? He's like, I just want you to sit behind the keyboard and touch it and lick your fingers. Yeah, so now I'm like, now I have to buy equipment that I could lick. There you go.
If you don't mind me asking, because I like personal stuff.
So
if I ask any personal stuff, if I ask personal stuff that no one wants to answer, I understand. But so how does your husband handle that? Is he okay?
Oh, he hates me. No, no. So my husband is not in the limelight. He doesn't like it. He can't stand it. He's more of a shy, more quiet. As long as he basically was like, so you're Tati and you're going to do what you want to do when you want to do it. I'm just along for the ride. And he's like, I want to stay on the train. So he's like, what compromise can we do? Because we're married. I said, well, what do you want? He said, can we just draw a hard line in the sand? The hard line.
But you've been married for a really long time, right?
Like 17 years.
That's what I was going to say. So I guess my question is, did you wake up one day and be like,
no.
I know you told me the story about how you got, I get that part.
Yeah.
But has he always been that way towards how you felt? Oh, and so, but he's okay with it as long as it doesn't cross a specific
he's not okay
line.
With it. No, he just knows that it's sit on the pot or get off. He knows. He's not, but the okay part is that he knows that he can trust me. He said, could we not have any penetration?
Yeah.
And I said, yes. And he said, could you keep certain parts of you to me? And I said, of course. And that's how it is. I do a lot of the food porn where I'm eating really sloppy,
so
Yes.
You don't feel weird doing that?
I'm in the bathtub. I'm eating apples and spitting them out and I have no shirt on.
That just seems, I guess, I don't want to say weird because everybody has their own
creative.
thing. It's creative. But you don't feel, I guess my thing is you don't feel weird doing it. It's my question.
I mean, at this point, actually, I would feel weird doing the porn. I would feel weird being banged out. That's what I would feel weird about. I've been with the same person. I've never kissed anybody else in 20 years. I can't. So that would be weird.
That would be weird, yeah.
Now, I do let them know I do not insert any of the, besides in my mouth, but I don't insert anything in any other orifices because they will ask you to take that cucumber, take that tomato. I'm not going to do that. We can. And then the funny part is my husband actually films a lot of that.
Yeah. And well, right. So does that which brings me to my next question. Does that bring you guys closer together? Like, does that make anything?
It's like, you're weird and I never want to eat a tomato again. Basically not. It's probably the pusher outer. I mean, so real quick, I'll tell you, I decided I was going to put tomatoes in the tub and I was going to like bite them and whatever. And tomatoes don't float, one. And two, when I bit it,
I guess that's good information to have.
You're welcome. It's skeeted all over the bathroom, everything. My husband he's janitorial, so thank God. He had to clean up the little seeds all over and up and down because I bit it and it just, and it was the most fun thing ever to get everything dirty in the bathroom. And my wig, I'm still pulling out tomato seeds. So, and then I spent $300 after to get the tub unclogged. There's always food in my tub.
So I have another fun question. And again, Red, if it's too personal, I completely understand. Okay. So having a friend that's in that industry, how is that difficult because so instance, she has friends that are adult actresses and adult stars. I'm assuming your husband's not around them specifically, but like, does that like cause any oh, well, she could, your husband could see Tatiana and or see other people that he would not otherwise see because of the friendship or the relationship. Does that make sense?
It does. Yeah. And at first, he was not a happy camper, but it's the same thing with her husband. It's shit or get off the pot. I mean, this is what she's my friend and it is what it is. I'm a very non-judgmental person. So to each his own and do your thing because I'm going to do my thing.
Yeah.
That's pretty much how that goes.
That's cool. So do your husband's like the Killer Lashes one though?
He likes the concept and what we're doing. He hates true crime. I am a true crime.
Why does
because
he hate true crime?
He thinks it's gory and he's like, it's just weird that you have this obsession. Like I can go to sleep listening to this. I can wake up like when I'm massaging somebody, I got a whole playlist.
See, because if I watch one Dateline and it's like after 8 or something, or 2020 or whatever it is, I have to like watch something funny afterwards. Because then
my husband too. He's like, why are we watching MSNBC? Yep. He's like, don't you have enough murder and naked crime in your life? He's like, let's go make one of those videos.
The thing about it is,
don't you want to eat an apple?
Okay.
Do you want
this apple while I
you want to fart in a jar? I'm like, not
my God, why?
I sell those. You know that? I sell the fart in a jar. I sell my bath water, the apples. I told you about my mom fart.
You sold the fart
in a jar. Jeremy, what do you think?
It's $50 a jar.
Yeah.
What?
Yes, I'll give you a disc. You can get one for free.
No, I don't want that in any way.
I'll give you a whole mason jar for free.
Oh my God.
So my mom helps me.
Your mom?
He's laughing.
I wrote my mom in. Yeah, well, I can only fart so much. And then I said, Ma, will you help me? And she goes, I know you
helps in that.
Mom is about that life.
And Mom goes, so you always ask me weird stuff. She's like, why did you take me out to eat? What do you need? And I said, I need you to fart in these jars. And she goes, Tati, I'm like 65 now. She goes, I don't know if I could do that. And she goes, so what if something more than the fart in the jar? I was like, it's a bonus.
Oh my God.
So I'm teaching her how to get it directly in the mason jar. Because she goes, what do? I do it, then I open it, I smell it. I was like, no, you're wasting content. Why are you smelling the jar?
Do to do and
oh my gosh, that is crazy.
So I'm making Christmas smells. So I have to eat a lot of cranberries and stuff.
Oh my God. Oh.
Talking about
well, if it works, it works.
Yeah, you put a little mistletoe on there, it's perfect.
It's creative.
It's very creative.
So then what's the next? So then question for Tati. So you're going to continue to do Talk Yo Ishh and Killer Lashes and just continue to build them?
Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah. We're 5 years in? We've been BFFs for 5 years now. I'm not going anywhere, Jeremy. You promised me
that long, has it?
Yes, it is.
There's no way it's been 5 years. It's got to have been like
18, 19, 20, 21, 22.
Maybe.
I was 2018 and 19, yeah. Jesus. It's been probably more than 5 years now.
Maybe. So then
go see the contract.
Go see.
You promised me I was going to be a star.
Well, technically kind of a star. I didn't say a rich star. I just said
listen. I don't care.
That's why you be careful what you ask for.
Yeah. I just want to be a star at this point.
Well, technically, you kind of are, aren't you?
I am, but out here and now they're starting to picket the pitchforks and.
Well, that's good. So what you guys need to figure out how to do is do a tour for Killer Lashes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Listen, if one becomes more popular than the other, and that's what I got to do, I got to make that. You will make that executive decision. So it'll be you.
So then, Red, is your goal just to continue to do this as a side hobby and run your massage parlor? I know that sounded bad. Your legitimate massage parlor. What? Red?
Well, it's more of a day spa.
Day spa. There we go. That's a better way to say it. So, or that's the right way to say it, I guess.
Wait, I have a joke about that.
So, what's your joke?
Wait, I have to tell you guys again. I have to say it again. So me and her take time to go to the hotel.
Oh, shit.
She already knows. So we take time to go to the hotel because we have to get away from everybody because cats, dogs, everybody wants something.
Kids, husbands,
everybody wants something.
We have to work.
We need like 2 days by ourselves alone just to chill. And then I get her to do a bunch of free beauty stuff on me. So I lure her out and then I feed her. So we're sitting in the hotels and it's funny because she likes to take baths. That's what she loves, baths. That's her thing. I told her she's kind of like Debbie Moore in that movie. I take a lot of baths.
I do take a lot of bubble baths.
Like 3 times in the dark.
Love it.
So we're in the hotel and her son called her and she's talking on the phone and she's like, all right, mommy's got to go. She's like, I got to go take this bath. I got to get ready for work.
Yes. I didn't realize what I said.
I looked at her and I said, that's the most prostitute-y thing I've ever heard someone say. I said, now your son's never going to let you. He knows you're at the freaking Mosey Wosey Holiday Inn.
Exactly. My kids clock me. My children have my GPS and my children clock me.
So now she's telling everybody she's at the motel with me, getting ready to take a bath, get ready for work at 8 o'clock at night. I'm like, she says the funniest shit and I catch it for the Talk Yo Ishh. She doesn't catch it until afterwards. And I was like, boy, that's the most prostitute-y thing I've ever heard. She's like, oh, let me call him back.
Okay.
Mommy's gotta go. I said, your husband's never gonna no wonder he doesn't want me to go anywhere with you.
He'll be
okay. Yeah. But I'm sorry, I had to interrupt with that because she knows that from now on, like there's things I'm waiting to get on the show to tell.
So for the show then, Red, is that like, do you want to just do both of these like together and make money with Killer Lashes, or are you just doing it for the fun of true crime or your love of true crime, or what's your plan or goal, or what do you want to see happen?
Oh, I definitely want to monetize off of this. And if this turns into something very lucrative and it's like full-time, that is my goal. I have been doing personal care services for people for numerous of years, and it takes a toll on my body. So I'm trying to kind of shift myself into doing less of that and more of something else. Yeah. Absolutely.
Makes sense. So where do people find you have social media for Killer Lashes?
Yeah.
Yes. So is it just Killer Lashes? I'm assuming based on, is that where people can
Killer
find
Lashes.
it? So then Tati, is your main thing Talk Yo Ishh, or do you have people mainly go to Tatiana as your main social?
No, they can go to either one. Talk Yo Ishh has like 5.2 thousand on Facebook, and on Talk Yo Ishh went viral over 1 million on TikTok. You can do Tatiana Vitiello. They just took my Instagram that had almost 1 million followers. I went viral on Instagram. They took that one as Tatiana Vitiello, but Talk Yo Ishh is up there. And they have to remember Talk Yo Ishh is Talk Yo ISHH. It's not ISH like Lizzo, fuck you bitch. And so Talk Yo, she stole my stuff and she can't get an LLC for it. But now you can go to talkyoish.com because I'm a .com bitches. And that's probably why everybody's mad with the pitchforks, because I've got .com. And if you go on there, I have a lot of gear with me holding the sexy on there.
All confused.
Yeah. No, that one's Manny Oquendo, the best photographer out there that can actually get me to hold Hectic Desire, another great photographer, and Jelani Mays. They get me to hold, like, I don't know. I think it's because, I don't know, they make me feel comfortable and they can get me to hold sexy better.
Jasmine told me, Jasmine Cruz, she told me that they have 3 episodes that they're ready to put out too. She messaged me on Discord today. Where are they at? I in my mind, I think that every person that you know is in Florida.
We all live together.
Yes.
No, Georgia. They're in Georgia.
Oh, they're in Georgia.
Yeah, and I love
That's
them.
right.
Jasmine,
they are in Georgia. Because then I have a wrestling friend that's in South Carolina or one of the Carolinas that I think's in Georgia, but it's because of Jasmine. That's who's in Georgia, and then they're in there, and then you're in Florida.
Yeah, it's a switcheroo.
Yeah,
and but they travel down here like literally like once a month. Like they drive all the way down here all the time, and like I said, most of the time they stay closer to me. But these last couple times they were out there. My car was messed up. My stupid Infinity was acting $2,000 later. Now it's under warranty. Well, it was under warranty. I didn't know, but now it's under warranty again, and. So, I couldn't get out there,
Red, do you have social media where people can find you specifically, or do you not want that?
No, okay. I know, right? No, I do. I have my Red Foster page. Then, of course, I have on Facebook and Instagram. I do also have a TikTok, and I think it's Foxy Red.
Yes,
on TikTok. And then, of course, I have my government name, which showcases all of my work. Asha Foster. I have that, and then my business page, Chic Head to Toe.
Right. That's awesome. Where do people go watch Killer Lashes if they want to watch it on Roku or YouTube? How do people get there?
So on Roku, you can go to Pod Nation. And I guess I can I'll give you the link. And then if you want to see it, you want to see what we look like, you can go to YouTube for Killer Lashes. Come see me. Killer Lashes. And then we are on, of course, Age of Radio. And from there, it's like Megaphone and Spotify and everywhere. Apple. We're international. And whenever I go and I find other networks that I don't see myself on, I submit it and then I'm on it.
There you go.
I'm just bugging people to be on
Apparently you just bug the fuck out of people.
Just bug the fuck out of you. But that's cool. Because I'm a bug. I'm a pusher. I'm a pusher.
Are you sure it's been 5 years? We got a lot of...
Jeremy, where's the contract? Pull it up.
I don't know. I can easily look. I don't need the contract to pull it up.
Can it go back to the first?
I can just go to the first episode real fast.
All right, we'll go.
I have Megaphone up.
All right. Well, if it's only been 2 years, don't do it. No.
I'm trying. It's been at least 3 years. I don't know if it's been 5.
I think this is our 5th.
There's no way.
Is this our 4th?
I'll give you maybe 4th. I don't know how to use Megaphone, apparently. Hold on.
This is oh, man. Where will it say it on Spotify?
No. Well, yeah, but I can find it here easy.
You said I don't need to pull up a contract. Pull up the contract.
Well, I guess maybe I can't do it as easy as I thought I could.
It doesn't say the year, though. Where will it say the year?
No, I have it. I'll have it here in a second. I'm almost there.
Oh, look. 2 followers.
Sweet.
What the hell is up with Megaphone?
2020. So we're going into the 4th year. But it was December of 2020. So technically it's going into the 3rd year. I'm not crazy.
No, I don't know.
I still think it's weird that you sell farts. Is it lucrative?
Yeah.
Jesus, that's crazy.
I know I'm in the wrong business.
I know, that's what I was just thinking.
I mean, I'll tell you right now. I mean, you're behind that desk. There are a lot of people that would like to see probably some things going on with that thing hanging down.
This thing right there.
The microphone.
Yeah. Anyway. Cool. Well, thank you both. I appreciate you for being on. I appreciate you. You guys whoever's listening to this, you can listen to Talk Yo Ishh wherever you get your podcasts, and you can get Killer Lashes. It's out now, 5 episodes. You're going to do 12 episodes of Darlie, or is it going to be more?
Well, give or take. We're just trying to get to when they say yes or no that she's going to either get the death penalty or
she get the death penalty
or the gas chamber or whatnot. And if you do listen to any of the episodes, go all the way to the end so you can hear the creepy stuff I put at the end.
Oh yeah.
What is the?
It's her talking.
Is it her? It's content of her. I was gonna. Yeah,
it's
that
really
sense.
Creepy because from there people are like, "Oh, she's damn sure guilty."
Oh yeah, I get when I send the podcast to friends and family. I'm like, "Oh, this bitch is crazy." I know.
Yeah. And do you like my editing so far, or you just haven't listened?
No, I've listened. You're doing good. I think it's great.
Yay!
Yeah. Cool. Well, I appreciate both of you. I will talk with you soon. I love you both. Thank you guys.
Ciao.
Yeah. Bye.
Bye.
I hope you enjoyed the conversation. You can find Killer Lashes on social media at Killer Lashes. You can find their podcasts wherever you get your podcasts. Check out their links in the episode description. Please like and subscribe to this podcast as well. Age of Jeremy uses the Neumann microphones, the Zoom L8, Steinberg's Cubase, and Waves plugins. Remember, be thankful, grateful, and kind, and we'll see you next time.